Hi, today I'm going to be my creative self. So I'm taking a few ideas that I've posted, being the bean and chili cornbread casserole. I really enjoyed the cornbread dumplings that I put on top with the cheese. But I was thinking that it would be good if there was corn in that recipe. And then today I was thinking about what can I do to make the Cowboy Beans more interesting. So that's how I work. I kind of build on things. Each day I look around, see what I have. So I'm going to take a video recipe that I did for corn fritter pancakes, and I'm going to adjust the recipe to make like a dumpling top like I did with the beef chili cornbread casserole. I'm combining a few ideas and making them into something new. That's Ronda on the fly. So we're gonna need oat flour for the recipe. I'm going to do a video on how I make oat flour. So I've got my cowboy beans that I made yesterday, and we need a couple of eggs and some shredded cheese, some cream corn, baking powder, coconut milk, salt and pepper, some oats. I'm going to use spelt flour. So here I go. It is suggested by the manufacturer to go into preheat for 5 minutes before actually counting the cook time. So I'm going to use the 5 minutes today to warm up the beans while I make my corn fritter dumplings. Turn on the Ninja. Go saute, sear, high, and start. The wet ingredients are a can of cream corn. The corn fritter pancake recipe is awesome. It's a favorite in the house. I don't know if you've ever heard of it, but if you're looking for a twist on pancakes, you might want to check it out. Corn fritter pancakes. All right, now it calls for 2 tablespoons of milk. I'm using coconut milk, and I'm going to just eyeball it. 2 eggs. And combine the wet ingredients. So if I have leftovers today, I will add a little bit more milk to the batter, and then I will make corn fritter pancakes, which is great because I haven't had breakfast yet. So the next thing is a cup of oat flour. So basically 1 cup of oats ground is 1 cup equal. So that's kind of nice to know. And then a cup of, I use spelt flour, but any flour like white flour will work, or whole wheat flour, whichever is your choice. 2 teaspoons of baking powder and salt and pepper to taste. My pepper's pretty strong, so I don't want to put much in there. And some salt. And now we want to blend this really well because we didn't blend the dry ingredients separately. So just make sure you give this a really good blending. After blending all the ingredients, I'm going to add another, say, 1/4 cup of spelt flour just to get it to go a little bit thicker, because I want to be able to dollop these on top of the cowboy beans. So there's a few videos that I've done in the past that this video kind of overlaps with, and it's showing you Ronda on the fly and how she adapts recipes and makes them her own. My own, I shouldn't talk in the third. All right, I'd still like a little bit more thickness to that. So I probably added another 3/4 of a cup of flour. That was spelt flour that I was using. And now I'm going to add some cheese to this. And I just can't wait to taste it because corn and cheese and a dumpling, oh, it's gonna be so good. There we go. Don't be afraid to experiment with your recipes. If you find something you like the corn fritter pancakes, they started out as a corn fritter. They're simply called corn fritters, okay, so I'm gonna put a couple handfuls of cheese in here. They used to do a pot of oil, you know, and then drop the corn fritter into the batter into the oil and make like donut holes with them. Well, I don't like doing pots of oil, so I adapted that recipe and made it pancakes, and that was a great success. So now I'm adapting it again, and I'm making corn fritter dumplings. Okay, so it's nice and thick, and it'll be, I'll be able to plop it on top of the Cowboy Beans. The time that it took me to put everything together for the corn fritter dumplings, I have thoroughly heated my Cowboy Beans. So you just go along, I'm using tablespoons, and I'm going along and trying to make them fairly equal in size. So when I was making the cornbread recipe, I accidentally put the cheese in the batter. It was supposed to go on top of the batter, and that was a happy mistake. Have you ever had one of those? A happy mistake, yes. So I'm going to put these in the Ninja, and I'm going to use the crisper lid. It says 360 degrees for 26 minutes to check it at 15 minutes. These have a little more moisture in them than the original ones that I did. So I imagine it might take the full 26 minutes. So I have a little bit left, which means I can add some coconut milk to that and have the pancakes, which will be interesting because I've never had the pancakes with some cheese in it. So there you go, how it happens. So I'm going back into the Ninja, put the crisper lid down, turn it on, roast 360 degrees, and I'm going to do 26 minutes, and I'll get Alexa to tell me when it's 15 minutes and start. Okay, so I have some toothpicks here. It's been basically 15 minutes. Oh, look at those. Take a toothpick, give it a little poke, and they're done. Add some cheese. Those turned out really well, just as well as the corn, what was it called? Cheddar cornbread muffins, or whatever that was. So these will be hot enough with the pot and that just close the lid and give it a few minutes and the cheese will melt. Yummy. I have kicked it up a notch with Cowboy Beans, and I can't wait to give this a try. Oh, does that look good? Look at that. No more toast for Cowboy Beans. What? What? Time for the taste test. Do the corn fritter dumplings go to a do-over. It looks hot to me. That is a great marriage. I love it when I'm creative. Oh yeah, way better than toast. And what's neat, you don't have to start making toast crumbs. Oh, I think I was hungry. Well, I'm going to now show how I'm going to use up the last of the corn fritter batter and make my corn fritter pancakes. Do-over by far. I'm going to slowly add just a little bit of coconut milk to this batter and get it to a consistency of a pancake. I love the dogs. They're outside barking at people on the street. Okay, so see, it's already loosening up quite nice. I want it a little looser yet. So I have no idea how much milk I've added, but to be honest, something like this I wouldn't even consider measuring. I just add till I get the consistency that I'm wanting for the pancakes. Almost there. Now I'm going to heat up my frying pan. Max power just to get it heated up. And a little bit of coconut oil just to give the rock pan its lubrication. I find with the rock pans I don't need much oil. Quite often I use palm oil. Today I just happened to grab for the coconut oil, so it's coconut oil today. And I use a 1/4 cup measure to pour my pancakes into the pan. So a 1/4 cup. I like to make a double recipe or more of the corn fritter pancakes and put them in the freezer, and then when I want something to eat for breakfast, I can just throw them in the toaster and have a quick breakfast. So I probably have enough for one more pancake. I'm going to turn this down now to simmer. It smells good. I love being in the kitchen. I don't know if you can tell, but the kitchen is my passion. I love to create, and I call that Ronda on the fly. So it's nothing for me to take a meal and change it the next day and make it more interesting. And I have to tell you that what we did earlier with the Cowboy Beans and making a cheddar corn fritter dumpling is awesome. It's again a new favorite, and I like doing the videos as when I make a new creation, I have it for reference. Not only do you have it for reference, but I have it for reference, and I just have to go back and watch myself if it's been a while, and I can see where I was at that day when I was creating. So just like regular pancakes, we're looking for the little holes to come up that indicate that the center of the pancake is starting to cook and they're ready to flip. I flipped one and it's not quite as brown, but remember I used coconut oil, not palm oil, and that's the difference. I talk about it all the time in my videos, how the palm oil gives such a brown fried look to things, whereas the coconut oil is doing it, but it's not the same, not even close. I hope if you have any questions or suggestions or just a comment in general, that you would leave that in the comment section below, if I can, I will respond and or take your suggestions into consideration. Okay, time for the taste test, and Victor just happened to come into the kitchen because he smelt corn fritters. And so I was just telling him that these ones are different in that they have cheese in them. So I'm not sure how the cheese will go with the sweet, but we'll see.
It's good.
So
It's a do-over.
And either way, you would have them with the cheese or without the cheese.
Yeah.
There you go. So you heard it here first, folks. It's a do-over. This one I did with palm oil, and you can see there's a totally different look to the pancake. And Victor scooped those as fast as I turned off the video. So here I am having my taste test. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Major do-over. Cheese is awesome with or without.